Aquarius, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as placement of each card. Back to the drawing board with you, Aquarius. So, with a change in perspective and going within yourself and finding a change that needs to happen, there's something within you that recognizes a change that needs to happen in your physical material world. Be it a feeling, a thought, or an inspirational idea, you are going back to the drawing board to rework a plan that you already have. New information came in and you're adapting to it. However, you're worried that overhauling the project at this stage of it could be a little bit devastating. Okay. You're looking at some things in the past. There's a fear of rejection of idea here. Like you're like, well, if I do this, who's to say it's going to be accepted or well received? Because I already put all this time and energy into this other thing, and everybody was on board with it, and now I have to make all these changes. You know, it's like a fear of rejection. And time is going to move forward with or without you, depending on how you handle. Well, time is going to move forward no matter what. Whether or not you take control of the situation. So your fear in this is that the procrastination or lack of communication will stop this process dead in its tracks. The reality is you see the long-term potential in making these changes to this plan that you already put a lot of time and energy into. This is a systematic approach. You're not overhauling. Well, you had a plan and now you have new information and you're systematically changing one thing at a time. Okay? You fear that it's not going to be well received. Okay? There's a fear of rejection of this idea here somewhere. But you recognize that there are enough of these systematic changes that it will take this whole project into a completely different direction. You see the potential growth in this. You see the long-term investment in this. You have the vision, but you're conflicted about it inside, and you're conflicted about how to communicate it with others that it might affect. It's weird to do a reading for an Aquarius who's lacking confidence and is having trouble vocalizing their ideas, because you guys are usually very confident people and you vocalize your ideas whether they're right or wrong or whether anybody's on board or not. You're just like, this is what I'm doing, you know? So the outcome of this must have to do with more than just yourself, which is why I keep referencing a group. It's not just another person. This is like 3 or more that you're dealing with. Because they're depending on you. I might be talking to the head of a household here, or the manager of a project, or, you know, an entrepreneur where you have like clients really, really depending on you. The outcome isn't just yours to be had, and that's your hesitation. Other people are depending on you. See, again, you have that confidence and knowing that, all right, I know what to do, but this, you're hesitating to move forward and you're worried about changing the approach that you usually take and how that's going to be received. You're very, very concerned with how other people will perceive the changes that you wish to make. But goddamn, you're just so confident in knowing the outcome. It seems to me like your mind is made up that these changes are imminent. It's your hesitation is to find the right words in order to present this to the group, to the party, to the client. It's almost like, how do you describe blind faith to somebody? How do you just be like, just trust me? And they're like, yeah, well, I'm investing XYZ into this. I can't just be like, just trust me. I need to see something that will show a return on investment. And you're trying to come up with a way to show the solidity of your dream. I often tell people when I do these reads, if you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. And Aquarius, that's the feeling I'm getting from this. You're recognizing you need to change your communication in order to get a buy-in rather than fighting or forcing your opinion on somebody. That's what this read is all about. You don't have the way to package the idea to make it palatable. That's why you fear rejection, because you're like, oh, I have to say it just right so they really understand. When Aquarius, you're just used to spitting out the facts and forcibly persuading people, you know. I guess that's the most polite way to say it, you know, just sticking to your guns until everybody buys in. But you're recognizing you have to sugarcoat this situation or pretty up the package in order for people to accept it. So you're entertaining a different way of communication and you don't know where to get started. Might I suggest YouTube? I'm sure that there is a communication expert somewhere on YouTube that has the video for you. I don't know. I don't know. It's an effort to change something about yourself in order to help a group. So the idea is noble, Aquarius. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I hope you find a good way to research these communication issues so you can move forward. Because you have so much faith that you know exactly what to do. At the very least, I think your idea should be heard. And you need to change up your communication style in order for it to be heard. And that's where you're stuck. Aquarius, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I hope you find a message to communicate this the way you need to. And I'll see you next week.